What is going on, everyone? My name is Northy, and today, my god, I am so keen to get into this one because this is the best team coach review we have ever done. We have never done this well before, and that's saying a lot because we've done really well to start this year, man. Definitely one that you want to watch from beginning to end, so I appreciate you clicking on the video to begin with. I apologize for the late upload, but I hope this is still all good for you. So without further ado, I'm going to ask very quickly that you leave a like on the video if you find yourself enjoying it, subscribe to the channel if you love things AFL in general, and leave a comment of anything you are interested in, whether it's your performance as well with the team coach games this weekend, whether it's just recommendations that you'd like me to do in terms of content. Everything is always very welcome, so thank you for clicking on the video. But now let's get into the meat of this thing. Let's get into the results. Alright, so without further ado, this is what it's looking like. You may be wondering where the prize cards is. I haven't logged in yet. You just gotta wait. You gotta be patient. I'm gonna show all the prize cards we have won. I want you to experience this with me live. That took me 3 attempts to spit out, by the way, but let's log in and I want you to see it pop up with me. Here we go. It's coming. My god. 3 of 4 game modes won this week. Wow. This was a ridiculously good week. You can see 2 Star Powers prize cards and the round 7 18 star prize card, which means we only lost 1 being top 4, and we did pretty well on that as well. I'm going to choose these later. There are too many to pick. So let's have a look at the teams first. First off, we're going to go through tips. That always goes poorly for me, so we're going to just get them out of the way. But 8 out of 9. 8 out of 9 was ridiculously good. Should have been 9 out of 9, but a draw has kind of screwed me over here. I didn't even realize I was doing that well for tips this week, but you know what? That's fairly impressive. If only it wasn't for a draw. If I had picked a draw, then yeah, we'd be 9 out of 9 and I'd be getting a free pack, but unfortunately not. That is not the case. So 8 out of 9, round 7, pretty good. I didn't expect it. I really didn't. Giants taking that big win. Cats going undefeated again. Sticking with them has gone well. Sydney, big win, obviously. Gold Coast taking the win over West Coast. It could have gone either way, but ended up doing that way, or doing the way we expected. Adelaide, of course. Melbourne was pretty obvious to me, but could have been a bit of a toss-up there. Port just beating the Saints, so good to get that one. And Freo beating the Dogs at home ended up being the reason I had picked them, so very good from me. Just the unlucky one here. So that's all we're going to do. That is all we are going to look at for that, because we want to go to the big ones now. Let's go top team first, because this is where we got our only non-prize card win for the week, and this is a pretty good team, don't get me wrong. We see first off Sheasel, who I don't think was first. He was 3rd, which is actually kind of outside of what I thought he'd be. But hey, when Dale and Blakey are the ones, like Blakey maybe gets picked. Dale, I did not expect to do it again this week. So Dale, just good work. If anyone picked him up, congratulations. That is a great pick. Zach Merritt, though, I said that this week came down to him, and he has come 2nd for the midfielders. I couldn't have gotten much luckier this week with Zach Merritt. Very good pick. Maxi Gawn with 134 was still 3rd. Somehow English outperformed his opponent, Sean Darcy, that much. Like, 95 is not bad for Sean, but 141? How is Tim doing that against a duo ruckman combination of Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson? That is mad. I do not know how he's done that. And then Witts had a massive game too. He had like 40 points in the first 5 minutes. It was actually looking crazy for Jared, but a big game for him against his opponent, who I think was Bailey Williams for the West Coast. So nothing too crazy, but Max, good performance from him. Heaney was actually the one that let us down the most, and even then, he had himself a pretty good game. 90 points. Gonna absolutely take that. A very good week from Isaac Heaney as well. Below standard, but pretty high standard compared to what he was doing last year. So 90 points, we will take it. This ended up giving us 13th. We were 3 points off getting a perfect round. I cannot believe that. That is ridiculous. Catman, who is, I think, 2 for 2 for top 4s, or at least he's gotten the top team last week as well. He's had a ridiculous season so far, but you can see I'm 3 points off, man. I'm 3 points off going 4 for 4. That is a ridiculous stat to think about. I just needed one little change here, whether it was Gawn to English or Heaney to literally one of these 4 people. Rankin definitely wouldn't have been. Cameron maybe, Myers maybe, Mackay probably not. I would have probably gone with Kerno, but nonetheless, this is a really good score. This is a really good score. It goes to show how unlucky that kind of is, but I am more than happy with a 13th place. It keeps our rank 1 position. We are still fair ways away. I think I'm 200 points away from Catman, who's been doing really well, so I cannot get mad about that whatsoever. Hopefully I've still got a big lead, but top 18 now. This is where things get interesting. Have a look at the back line first. Now, a few disappointing ones. Cheese on McGrath, picking up McGrath this week. Amazing pick. Whitfield, 105. Great to have him playing as well as he was. Hayden Young, 100 points. Averaged out this week, which is a great sign. I do need to kind of point out Jacob Wiedering. He's starting to have a lot of consistent 100-point games. Hopefully he can keep it up if I decide to put him in. And Luke Ryan, I think, was our worst one. No, Bradley Hill, actually. After a 150-point week the other week, he now drops down, and Sinclair takes the spot as the better St Kilda backman. So, yeah, it happens. It happens. But Luke Ryan, 86, still not performing to my standards. Luckily, it doesn't matter too much with how well the rest of them performed. I'm going to look at the rest of them right now. This is what the midfield is looking like. Zachy Merritt with 123. Again, so happy with how he performed. I wish I'd put in the Adelaide boys when I had the chance to. I could have put in the code, although I didn't have it by the time that the week ended. I do now, so it would have been nice to have him in when I could have done so, because that North Melbourne midfield was just not keeping up with him. So 2 good picks there. We go down a little to Noah Anderson with 111, Sarong with 107, Dunkley with 100, so a few 100-point performers. Deal, he's definitely going to be gone this week, unfortunately. It's just the case. Only 15 disposals is just not acceptable for this game mode. You just can't get away with it. 9 tackles, though, is very good, so if you've just gotten some marks, gotten some extra disposals, a few more kicks, like 6 kicks, 6, that's just not good. We cannot allow that. But we move to the forwards, and surprisingly, forward was one of our best. I can't believe how well the forward line has done this week. I think this may honestly be where we've won it. Brian Myers, 106, second place. Jezza Cameron, 101, third place. Against Carlton as well. Like, that is a ridiculous, 2 ridiculous performances from both the Cats players. I'm just picking the wrong Carlton player now. I think next week I'm going to have to switch to Mackay. He's just getting more involved. I do not know how he's doing it. He's kicking less goals, but he's getting more involved and more points. So I'm just going to have to do it. I think he's just getting more of the ball now. He's either getting the weaker matchup and he's using that to his best ability, or he's just that good this year. So definitely going to be interesting to see what happens there. Heaney with one of his worse, that is not a word, with one of his worse, I think that's the word, not as good performances is what I'm looking for. Isaac Heaney with 90, which is not great, but it's okay. Shea Bolton, 85. I said it when it happened. I'm okay with that performance. I'm absolutely fine with that. And you can see he's still up the top, so very, very good there. And Kerner with 82. Again, would have been better off to pick the 117 teammate, so definitely unfortunate there, but you know, you can't get too mad at 82. It's still pretty good for the forwards. Just Joe Danaher, who had the disappointing week this week, as many Brisbane players did, unfortunately. Just none of them really stepped up against the Giants, so pretty good. Not crazy, but pretty good, and it got us 18. We just snuck in. That is a top 20 position. We are ranked 7 for the season. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I think that's improvement. I think we were ranked 9. We were up to 9, I think, around this point. You can see the person who is currently first on the coach leaderboard for this week, 13,617, and it's something that I'm gonna have to try and catch up to. You can see this person having a very good season. He managed to get 20 points on me, so it's going to be hard to make up the 400 points between us. It is going to be a very difficult task, but luckily, as I mentioned, we are sitting number 1 here. This is what we want. We are sitting 1. We are sitting pretty here, and we just need to keep getting these good, high 400-point performances. It's going to be a very, very tough task. All it takes is one bad performance, and the entire team is stuffed, but 472 is absolutely where we want to be. If we can hit a 500, that'd be even better. But this is a very, very good score, and I'm just praying we keep it for the rest of the season. But I've spent so long on top team, boys. Let's go over to the fun part. Star powers. Look at how good this team performed. I'm going to go through every single one. Mighty Harry Sheasel, lots of good performers, and we picked the best one by a couple points. Always helps to get those extra points. 125 for Harry Sheasel, the best one out of the Mighty that I had. Then Zachy Merritt, 123, just a little under the best. If we had Tom Green, that would have been actually better, but 123, I am not complaining. Second best, Lockie Whitfield, 105. We looked through the list and Nick Blakey was the only better one. Not many people, I imagine, have picked Nick Blakey, but Lockie Whitfield, 105. We are taking that every day of the week. And if you didn't give away a few free kicks, he would have had 110 plus, so that's good. Nick Martin, oh man, this honestly is where the separation starts to kick in. Nick Martin and Maxi Gawn in the Trailblazer spots. This is where the separation comes, because look, no one even close to 100 out of the rest of them. So if you didn't have Nick Martin, you really didn't have a chance here. And Trailblazer, Maxi Gawn, some pretty good performers this week. Jared Witts, again, I don't know how many people would have picked him, but Jared, definitely had himself a good performance. Maxi Gorn, however, only 1 point off and probably the more likely pick for a lot of people. Zorko helped me out for a week. Absolutely amazing week last week and then dropped off the face of the earth the next week. So, hey, you can't time it any better than that, boys. You can't. You just can't. But Maxi Gorn, beautiful week. Gets us rank 7. Rank 7. That puts us in the top 10, which is a prize card. And my God, I just want to quickly point out, how many people here do you reckon have been, I'm probably in the way. How many people here on this list are copying me? It just has to be the case. Look how many 600s there are. They were all 600. It's getting a bit ridiculous, but yeah, you had to have 600 or more. We got it right on the money, and we are rank 2 for Silver Star Powers, and exactly 200 behind this person here. He had himself 600 as well, much like myself, and either we're all thinking the same, we're all however many, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us all thinking the same. One person thinking outside the box gets an extra point. This Griff Goaty person definitely enjoying themselves with 627, but my God, what a week. Very, very strong week from everyone on the list here, and yeah, 4,211 is getting us a second spot, and you can see as well, we are still behind this person, Sam, who is 200 points in front. He is sitting very comfortably. It's good to know how far I need to catch up, but with this game mode, if you just know who to pick, it's very hard to lose spots unless someone makes a ridiculous change up. So hopefully we can manage to capture this first position over a little bit of time. This Sam person will probably be feeling very, very good at the moment, so hopefully we just catch him out one week. We'll have to wait. But Ultra, we go here as well. A few things here and there to kind of look out for. Chrono Rosie, 89 points. Definitely the right pick because he gives us double points, but he went out injured. So this may come into play in a little bit of time. It is getting a little worrying with the Mighty section now that Rosie is out. We have to try and find something somewhere else. But the midfield bull, 107 double points. Absolutely lovely. I think it's the second week in a row he's gotten 107. So consistency from Sarong is very good. Whitfield also with 105 double points. Yeah, you can't go wrong there either. Love that. Absolutely love it. And of course, I mentioned before the Silvers, Nick Martin and Maxi Gorn both had ripper weeks. So lots of nice double point games. Basically 100 overall from all these. 600, then put these together gives us about 850. I think we had the high 8. Oh no, we basically got 850, but you can see we are sitting right on 20. We got the exact spot we needed. Rank 20 gives us a prize card. That is a win. That is a win. Very happy indeed. And oh man, it is close here. You can see we were ranked 3 for the season. There is one person above us at the moment who was on the top 20 leaderboard, and you can see he's a little over 50 points. He's, I think, 65 above us right now. So hopefully that's number 1. If it's number 2, then number 1 has fallen a little bit, and we'll see how that goes. But Budgie looks to be winning at the moment. It's good to see Jason Collectibles up there as well. He's having a good season. It's good to see everyone doing as well as they are. Jason came 10th and got 50 points on me, so he's catching up. He's had himself a good week, and I can only hope that I can manage to stay away. But that gives us 3 prize cards. 3 of them. Count them, 3. I cannot believe we are at this point, but only the 1 top team pick this week, but 2. We get 2 Star Powers picks this week. Very, very nice. And we've got so many Star Powers already. This could be a really, really good year. But I think I'm going to start with my pick here. And I do not know who to pick. It's honestly a really, really tough choice here because I don't know how many chances I'll get this year to pick someone good. I want to pick a team that is probably going to be very highly sought after, as well as a good player. I know Jai will be around for a bit, and I'm confident I'll be able to get enough top team cards to get him eventually. But I'm looking through the list, and I'm leaning towards Petrarca or Bailey Smith. I think I'm going Petrarca. We're gonna go Petrarca here, I think. I think it's a good pick. We'll see how that goes, but there you are. We've got ourselves our top team prize card. Very, very nice. Happy days. We love to see it. You can now see we have 2 prize cards. The Nick Dacos in there as well. Absolutely had to be the first pick, but we get 2 Star Powers. Who do we pick? We've already got picked off 2 on the board, and there's just so much more to go for. There's so much. I'm thinking Will Ashcroft because he's a young gun. It'd be nice to have one of his earlier cards. But honestly, we have so much choice here. It's actually exciting. I'm really, really keen. We've gotten the Will Ashcroft, and I think if we go down, yeah, we get another pick. How good. This is awesome. I love this. Let's have a look. Oh man, there's too much choice. Too much choice. I think I'm going to go Tom Green. Oh, it's a tough pick. Actually, you know what? I may go Braden Maynard. Nah, I'm going to go Braden Maynard because he's Collingwood. I think because Collingwood is just going to be picked up quickly. I'm gonna go Braden Maynard, and I hope that's not a mistake. I don't know how many Collingwood cards are left, so I had to pick him up, man. I just had to. Here we go. 3 prize cards. That was an awesome feeling, by the way. That was awesome, just going bang, bang, bang. That was really, really good. So, hopefully we get those cards sooner rather than later. I mean, Teamcoach just got an influx of requests for cards, so I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, it's just, you know, I'm just that goated, apparently. We're just that good. So, happy days, happy days. And that is it for round 7. My God, this was a fun week, and it was a very, very exciting one overall. Awesome, the Anzac weekend. I don't think it could have gone much better. I managed to go to see a game. I saw Melbourne-Richmond, which was good fun. The Collingwood-Essendon game couldn't have been any better, and just overall, other than North Melbourne losing, it was an amazing week. So thank you all very, very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Once again, thank you all so much for watching these videos. It really does mean a lot to have you alongside the journey. So thank you again, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.